Horde night is near. Resources are low, ammo is limited, and you're thinking to yourself, will I survive? Yes, because today I'm going to show you how to build an awesome horde base that any beginner can make in 7 days to die. We've built this base in many playthroughs and it hasn't failed us. Yet. So we'll start off by digging out a 5x4 layer, which is essentially going to be the foundation of the base. So we want to make sure that it's nice and sturdy. Once you've dug out the ground, fill it in with blocks and upgrade it to cobblestone. We're going to do the same thing for the next 3 layers, making sure to fill each layer in completely and upgrading it to cobblestone. The 4th layer is mostly going to be the same, but for the middle 3 blocks at the front, we're going to use the air duct ramp instead. And if you're interested in seeing how you can expand this base late game, give this video a thumbs up to let us know you enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and fill in one last layer of blocks except for the 2nd and 4th block at the front. Here, we're going to use the cube 1/2 shape on face to create a grenade chute. Finish up the foundation by placing blocks all around the edge of the base and just make sure that everything is upgraded to cobblestone. Let's place some ladders in the back and head up to the fighting position. So to start off, stack 4 blocks on top of each other here and then connect them at the top. In this middle section, we're going to place 3 baluster rail O2 shape and then 3 more right behind it to double it. Place a scaffolding plank on top of the rails and use the plate wedge 60 filler to fill in the space between the scaffolding plate and the rails for a seamless look. Then we're going to place the railing corners on the top left and right and then double it with the baluster rails in front of them. Place another row of blocks at the top, and in the center here, you're going to want to place 2 iron hatches on face with the arrow pointing towards you. These hatches are going to be your main line of defense, so don't skimp out on this part and make sure they're iron hatches and not wooden hatches. Let's upgrade everything to cobblestone before we close up the base. We want to make sure we don't leave ourselves exposed in case we have spitter zombies or vultures. So to close it up, let's place a block in each corner, stack them up 4 high, and then connect the edges at the top. For the middle, we're going to use rails so that if vultures do show up, we can shoot them through the rails from the main fighting position. Fill in the rest of the ceiling with cube 1/2 blocks and just make sure to leave space on the end to be able to get up and down from. To finish up the inside, we're going to fill in this back wall and place a door in the middle so that you can get in and out of the base. And don't forget to add in some ladders to get to the top, then just close up the hole with an iron hatch. We're going to cover up these side walls as well, but make sure to leave these 2 blocks in the center open. For this, we're going to use rails just so that we can see what's happening on the outside, and then place a couple of hatches with the arrow facing down so that we can close the window to prevent zombies from spitting at us. And to finish up, we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. And now we're going to build out the pathway for the zombies to walk on. At the front of the base, place 6 blocks out in the middle and connect the blocks from the ground up to the top block. Create a makeshift stair going down. To smooth it out, we're going to use the ramp shape to build a ramp on the walkway. At the bottom here, we're going to remove these blocks and then fill them in with more ramps. So now we're going to dig underneath the ramp and replace them with blocks one at a time so that we don't accidentally collapse the walkway. And then let's just secure everything by upgrading what we have so far to cobblestone. Once that's done, we're going to dig 1 block around the ramp and then fill them in. This is just going to help make sure the zombies don't dig around the foundation of the pathway. This pretty much completes the base, but now let's just add in a double layer to some of the vulnerable areas of the base. At the bottom of the ramp here, we're going to use the plate 1/2 triangle on face for the first 3 blocks. Rotate it upside down and do the same for the bottom. The zombies really like to hit these ones, so we're just going to replicate it on the other side as well. At the front of the fighting position, we're going to essentially replicate what we did on the other side and use the baluster rail O2 to double it, and then fill in the space here with the plate wedge 60 filler. On the walkway itself, we're going to use the plate ramps at the front with the slope upwards and on the other side with the slope downwards, then fill in the rest with regular plates. At the front of the base for the foundation, we're going to use the plates again for the second row of blocks here, and then plate ramps with the slope upwards for the third row, and then the slope downwards for the first row. This is going to create an extra layer of protection where the zombies love to hit when they fall off the walkway. And now we're going to dig one block around the foundation and fill it all in. We don't really need to do this, but it creates the sense of security knowing the zombies can't dig directly under the base without getting through this foundation layer first. And to finish off this base, let's head over to the rooftop. At the front here, we're going to use the rails on the edge to keep the zombies from stacking up. This part is really important because if we don't have something blocking this, the zombies will actually climb up and eventually find a way into the base, and we definitely don't want that. What we have here is a very simple, very effective, and very easy to build horde base that is going to last you through the day 14 horde.